Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Undercover Billionaire is starting its second season. It premieres tonight on Discovery. And this is a show where basically entrepreneurs take $100. They have 90 days to create $1 million business pretty much from nothing. I spoke with two incredible entrepreneurs about this show and what happens, well, some of what happens without any spoilers. It's a fascinating conversation. Let's take a look. Today we are talking about Undercover Billionaire. We can tune into the second season of Discovery's hit series, and here to tell us more are Grant Cardone and Monique Idlet-Mosley. They will be telling us about their tips on how to turn your big idea into a reality, even during a pandemic. Grant and Monique, thanks for joining us here on Park State Television.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
So Grant, let's start with you. Tell me more about Undercover Billionaire and this second season.
So I got a call in January from Discovery Channel saying, hey, we have a hit show. Last year, a guy named Glenn Stearns was dropped off in a city with no money, and he had to turn it into $1 million. Could you do that? And I'm like, okay, when and where? So I was confident I could do it. The question is, should I do this? Like my brand, I've been teaching companies for 35 years how to grow their businesses and their revenue. So not only did I have my business is at stake, but my brand at stake, because if I go do this and I don't pull it off, it would hurt my brand. They dropped me off in Pueblo, Colorado. It was before COVID hit. My goal was not $1 million. My goal was $10 million. And I had 90 days before COVID hit. And then when COVID hit, it changed everything. So I got sick twice. I got COVID positive and had to go into quarantine. It shut down a lot of companies and a lot of opportunities that I had going on there. But it does put the American dream back on TV and says, hey, no money, no contacts, no shelter, no food, no water. What do you do? How do you go about doing it? And without me teaching people how to do it, I get to show them. Monique's going to show you how she does it. 3 entrepreneurs do it 3 different ways, different personalities, different cities, mid-COVID, during this crazy time that we're going through. And the American public will see the American dream is alive and well as long as you have the tenacity and persistence to go get it.
And Monique, tell me about your role on this show and what viewers can expect to see you do as they tune into the second season.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna see me navigating through a very complicated challenge during, for me, in my opinion, one of the most challenging times in our nation, COVID. And this to me is all about the mindset and the willingness to never ever give up and to follow your dreams, pursue them, never using excuses. This is all 4 of us we're resourceful, and I think that that's the moral of the story: is connecting to your community, using the resources there, being a part of the community, solving some problems, and building a for-profit business. This was definitely out of my element. Losing my identity, that's the one thing that we take pride in, the network that we've created. Money can be replaced. Your network is everything. And so it didn't dawn on me until I was actually dropped into coma that this was really happening. Oh my goodness. And you just kind of go straight into survival mode. The first thing for me was shelter.
Oh, absolutely. And Grant, you've been described as an unapologetic entrepreneur. And I just want to clarify, you took $100 and built $1 million company in 90 days. Is that true?
Well, what I can tell you is that I took $100 that Discovery gave me, an old truck and a new phone. They took everything else away from me. I have a new name, and my goal is to build a $10 million business, not $1 million business. I can't tell you whether I hit it. I'll tell you this. I'll give you a little spoiler because you're the 801 and I love Salt Lake City. I did not hit my target, but the American public will be like, oh my God, I cannot believe that guy did that. And regarding me being unapologetic, I went there not to solve problems, but to win this game, to win this challenge. Like the entire 90 days, I'm like, I'm here for one reason, to make money. And I think that's a very, very important message to the American people. Like, you don't have to be ugly or rude or or mean to people to make money. Like my goal was to go and build a business in a short period of time and show people you don't need to go to school to do this. You don't need to go get a big education to do this. You don't need to be hooked up in a country club to do this. If you have the right strategy and the right amount of urgency, regardless of where you are, if you can speak the language, we will show you exactly how to do it on Undercover Billionaire.
And Monique, we don't have a lot of time left, but you're founder and CEO of Rain Ventures, which is a technology fund that empowers young entrepreneurs. I've been so impressed with what you do. Tell me a little bit more about that and how it relates to Undercover Billionaire.
Well, it's interesting because I'm usually on the side of listening to ideas from entrepreneurs and funding, early stage amazing founders. And so to kind of be on the opposite side of things, needing a whole community of people to believe in this business concept that I created, was definitely a different perspective. But, as a woman, I wanted to be out here for the show. And as a woman founder for Rain Ventures, I wanted to show women that we can actually accomplish anything we set our mind to. It's a mindset. And that more importantly, we can create our own tables. We can be the solution to our problem. And for me, that was very, very important. And that was the pure reason of wanting to take this challenge on, was to be that example for women, for people of color, and for the underdog in general.
Well, Grant and Monique, it's been an honor speaking with you today. Looking forward to watching Undercover Billionaire. It premieres season 2 on Wednesday, January 6th. You can also watch it on the all-new streaming service Discovery Plus. Very much appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.